So if you are interested in joining the Stampin' Up family and my Be Creative stamping team, you can do it this month for $99, free shipping. You get to select $125 in product and only pay $99. And on top of that, everyone, you're going to receive 4 free gifts. You'll get the entire In Color stamp pad collection, a package of the In Color cardstock, a package of the new grid paper, and a package of designer paper. It's an awesome time to join Stampin' Up. And I have been with the Stampin' Up family 14 years, and it has changed my life and my family's life, and my friendships are, I just have so many friends all over the world and local too. So it's just been such an awesome experience for me, and I'd love to share it with you if you are interested. I actually had some butterflies on display during my open house. I actually stamped the butterflies in all 5 In Colors. This one right here that you see is stamped in Sweet Sorbet, and it is in the frame. It's in a shadow box frame, which I'll show you that as well, okay? So that's one of them, and here is our next one. This one I took out of the frame so there isn't any glass, so that you won't have that glass reflection. This one is Tahitian-Tide, all right? And you can see the black, and I'm gonna show you how to make this tonight. It's so easy, and I just think you're really gonna enjoy it. Now, let's look at the one in Parakeet Party. This one is in the frame, and I love the Parakeet Party. Isn't that pretty? And would you like to see the other In Colors? They're in the frames, but I will grab them. This one is in Orchid Oasis. They're a little hard to see when they're in the frame. I know, Margaret, I'm loving the Tahitian-Tide. So that's Orchid Opulence. And then this one's really dark. This is the Starry Sky. So it really is harder to see that black ink. And I know, I think I like Parakeet Party too, Carol. And then this one right here is Sweet Sorbet. All right. So there they are. Let me put these away. Now, if you did purchase an In Color box, I'm going to be giving these away the end of June. We're going to have a drawing, and you're going to be able to be in the drawing for that if you purchased a share box, okay? So there's the other one right there. Tonight, we're going to do the butterflies in Coastal Cabana, and I think that's going to be really pretty, all right? I know, they really are stunning. I'll tell you all about the frame and all that good stuff, okay? And I do have the measurements already posted on my Facebook page, but feel free to take notes, okay? And write those things down so that you know. And I will be giving this away tonight, not this one. The one that we create tonight, I will give away. It will ship to you flat. And all you'll have to do is lift up these butterfly wings and put in a frame, all right? So I will be giving it away tonight. Now, you need to be present tonight to win it, all right? You must be present to win the butterfly tonight. All right, so this stamp set has actually been out for a while, and it did carry over to the new catalog, and it's on page 116. And it's called Butterfly Brilliance. And it's a large background stamp, so you're gonna get to see that as well, okay? Lisa says, I wonder what the darker butterfly pick would look like embossed. Oh my gosh, in silver or gold. Lisa, that is worth trying. I think it would be beautiful. I hadn't even thought of that. All right, so this is Butterfly Brilliance. You're gonna see the stamp set in a second. And then if you flip over to page 169, you're going to see the dies. and they're at the bottom of 169. All right, and I'm going to give you a closer look at that as well. All right, thank you, Sheila. Thank you so much. All right, so here we go. Let's look at the stamp set. It's right here, and the stamp set is one large stamp. All right, so we're going to use the Stamparatus to do our stamping tonight. Now, you could, if you wanted, you could cut these butterflies apart. I didn't do that. I don't like to trim around my rubber stamps, or I don't like to trim the photopolymer, so mine is just one background stamp. But you could certainly trim them apart and stamp, you know, different butterflies if you didn't want to stamp them all. All right, so that is an option. Now the dies, when you go to stamp out the butterflies, you will use this die to cut them all out at one time. And this is the die that we're going to use this evening. And there's another set of dies that comes with it. And these are right here. And then you get these intricate pieces, all right? Then you get two small butterflies. You get these little holes, and you get these pieces as well. So this is a really cool stamp set. I dug out my my reference tool here, all right, because I want to show you what these dies can do. Here it is stamped in mint macaron, and I apologize for the lighting. Does that make it better? Not really, does it? Sorry about the reflection. This isn't a frame. But here they are stamped in mint macaron, and they're all cut out. And then remember those intricate dies I told you about? Here they are. And this is what they look like when they're cut out. And there's the one, those little holes there. I love that. And then let's flip it over. The other die set cuts out all the butterflies here. And then if you cut them all out in black, they would look like this. And again, I apologize for the reflection. I couldn't get this out of the frame. It's like stuck in there. All right, so you might remember we had a promotion. These came out last year. They were new in the annual catalog last year, and we had a promotion that if you purchased it as an early release, you could get this butterfly paper. Anybody remember the butterfly paper? So you could actually take this die here and cut out all the butterflies at one time. And Arlene, you're right, Arlene. If you do cut your butterflies apart, it makes it more difficult to use the matching die. You are so right. So thank you for bringing that up. All right, now this one, see the intricate pieces? I actually stamped the butterflies here and then attached those intricate pieces here. And this has been in a drawer, and so that's why everything has gotten kind of flat. All right? All right, so there they are there. And here we are again. This time I stamped the butterflies in So Saffron. And then I just pop them up like this, and I have the black under there. Here are the intricate dies mounted on the black. All right, so as you can see, there are so many different ways to use the stamp set as well as the dies. All right, so this is called Brilliant Wings Dies, and it did carry over to this catalog as well, and I'm so glad that it did. All right. I know the butterfly paper was so awesome. The dies are awesome. As you can see, there are so many different ways to use these dies with the butterflies. All right. Okay, so I'm going to move that out of the way, and we are going to get started. And we're going to be using, if I can pick it up, we're going to be using this die tonight. And we're going to be using this stamp set, okay? So I'm gonna zoom out a little bit and we're gonna bring in our Stamparatus and we're gonna get our stamping done, okay? All right, now tonight I've decided that I wanna use 𝗕𝗀𝗶𝗃𝗲𝗏. Don't you think that'll be beautiful with the butterflies? All right, let me grab this magnet right here. Move that there. And here's the Butterfly Brilliance stamp set. And now I'm going to peel this up. All right, here we go. Okay. And I'm actually going to add the butterflies right here. I'll just put them right in the middle of the plate. Okay? So that's where the butterflies are going to go. And then I'm going to grab my 𝗕𝗀𝗶𝗃𝗲𝗏. Now, I have provided measurements for you, but I'll go ahead and measure this. It is 5.5 inches by 6.5 inches. And that should be plenty for all the butterflies, okay? Thanks for sharing, Gail. Thanks, everyone. Thanks for being here, too. All right, I just want to be sure that I can get everything, that I've got enough coverage, and that these butterflies are going to fit. Yep. So that will work. And I'm going to put the magnet right here. Let me see if I can still close it with the magnet. I cannot. So let's go down here and see if this will work. There we go. All right. So that's how we're going to do the stamping. And we're going to use black Memento ink, okay? Now, I did not test this ink pad today, and we all know that the black Memento ink dries out rather quickly. So hopefully we'll get enough coverage. I can always grab another ink pad, and with the Stamparatus, we can restamp. So I'm not worried about it at all. Just making sure that I get some good coverage here. My table is shaking a bit, so I apologize for that. All right. All right, let's give that a try, all right? So I'm just gonna move this on over, and I'm gonna press this down. And we'll see what this looks like. Just kind of rubbing it back and forth. All right, so we have work to do. All right, so let's go ahead. Whoops, that even slipped right on out of my hand. All right, so that's the nicest part about the Stamparatus is we can go back and restamp what we missed. And it may be that I need to change my ink pad. We'll see. All right. So how many of you have the Butterfly Brilliance set? All right, here we go. I'm gonna stand up this time so I can actually put more pressure. All right, let's see how we did. Ah, much better. What do you think? So that's our butterflies right there. And now I can go ahead and I can remove this. I have some grid paper here. And so I can close this and I am not getting ink on my foam pad. All right. Oh, good. I'm so glad y'all have it. Yeah, we did do this in class last year, and I think a lot of you got it. It's really nice. Okay. All right. So here are our butterflies, and we'll be using this die right here. Now, before we do our cutting, we're going to do one more thing, okay? We're going to take a sheet of basic black, and this looks like 8.5, and I don't think it needed to be 8.5. It could be less. I'm going to trim this real quick. I'm going to trim this to 6.5, okay? Because honestly, this black piece only needs to be 5.5 by 6.5. All right. So it is the same size as this Coastal Cabana, okay? So this is the piece, again, 5.5 by 6.5 inches, okay? And we're gonna add adhesive to this, okay? And then we can get all of our cutting done, and then we can do our assembly. All right, let's see what I've got in here tonight. Let's go ahead. We've got a full sheet of adhesive. You'll definitely want this. This stuff is amazing for this type of project. Now, we know that our cardstock is 5.5 inches. And so I actually want to trim this. I'm going to trim it at 5 3/8. All right, so just a little bit less than 5.5. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of this piece. I'm not going to throw it away. You would be surprised at how often you'll use something this size. So I keep all of that. And then I'm going to turn it again. And instead of 6.5, I'm going to do it like 6 3/8. I'm just going to make it shorter than 6.5. Okay? So here's the size of my adhesive sheet. And I think we're done with the paper trimmer. And let's see. Now I am just peeling off the sections, and I'm going to stick it to the basic black cardstock. All right. Okay, so this is my adhesive sheet right here. Okay, so that's the next step that you want to take. And now we're going to get our Stampin' Cut emboss machine, and we're going to be cutting this out, okay? There's the adhesive on the back. We want to cut that out, and then we're going to also be cutting out the butterflies. So there are two things that we need to cut out. You're right, Mary Kay, the scraps are so good for banners, all that kind of stuff. They really come in handy. All right, we're going to use our new magnetic plate. Let me go ahead and zoom out a bit. Okay, and we talked about this last week. When you receive your magnetic plate, the directions are wrong. They are incorrect in the packaging. All you need is platform 1, platform 5, and let's go ahead and let's cut out our butterflies here. And then we'll need a cutting plate number 3. All right. And then we're going to roll that through. So hang tight. Everything's going to shake. All right. Here we go. And then we're just going to lift this right up. Everything has cut through beautifully. And now we're going to be ready to do, and I'm just going to go back this way with the platform. And we're going to position this so we can get these butterflies cut out. I'm looking at this sideways, by the way. It makes it really tough. I think that's going to do it. So if you all could have picked any color tonight for your butterflies, what color would you have chosen? I decided to go with Coastal Cabana. All right, here we go. I'm gonna roll this through. All right, there we go. And then all of these pieces will pop out. So we'll go ahead and we'll take them out. All right. And we can move the die now and put that away. I know it's a good thing I didn't hold my breath, right? I don't have to do that anymore. Tina, so far I like the plate. Have you gotten one yet? Has anyone gotten the magnetic platform yet? So far I love it. All right, so now this is key. Remember those black butterflies that we cut out and they have adhesive on the back? Don't throw this away. We're gonna need it, okay? I'm gonna gather my butterflies. Hopefully they won't fly away. And we're gonna get started. All right. Sorry, I am grabbing for the stuff here. Okay. So the large piece of the collage is 8 inches by 8 inches. All right, see this? This is 8 inches by 8 inches. And then we have these two pieces, and the basic black is 6 by 6 inches. And then the cardstock is 5 7/8, and I'll hold that up there so you can see it, okay? 5 7/8 by 5 7/8. Now, let's talk cardstock, okay? I am using shimmery white. You can use basic white. You could also do very vanilla if you would like, okay? I like the shimmery white because it does have a shimmer to it, and we usually use this paper for watercoloring, all right? So it's your choice. Shimmery white cardstock, which we do sell, it's in the annual book, or you can also use basic white or very vanilla, all right? So it's up to you, and it doesn't even have to be this color. You know, you could change it up if you want it. Ooh, Highland Heather would be beautiful, Diane. That would be gorgeous. Joanne says Daffodil Delight, another really good one. All right, so what we're gonna do here is we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna adhere these two together, okay? All right. So we'll just glide along here. And I am sitting down. I'm gonna stand up so I can hopefully stand right over this. And we should have about 1/8 of an inch all the way around. So let's see if I can do that. All right, not too bad, not too bad. Okay, our next step, are you ready? We're gonna go ahead and we're going to add the black butterflies, just the black ones, okay? All right. I am so parched tonight. Gosh, cannot get enough water to drink. Okay, so what I'm gonna do here is I'm going to position my butterflies, or the template, right on this, okay? And I don't know if maybe I will tape it down. I've got some Post-it note tape here. You could also use a Post-it note. You could use washi tape. But I think what I'll do is I'm just holding down the black. Honestly, I usually don't hold down the black, okay? But we'll hold it down like that, okay? All right, we're ready to go. So we're gonna take one of the butterflies and we're gonna have to peel off that adhesive, all right? So I'm gonna get this tool right here, and it's probably easier if you lay it down, okay? Let's see here. We just need to lift that up, okay? So we're gonna peel that off, and we've got to find the butterfly, and I think this is the one. So we're just gonna put that right back in its place, okay? All right, let's do the next one, and it's gonna be this one right here. And you can also wipe off like the little papers and stuff that come off of it. All right. Now this one is going to fit right in here like this. Okay, so it's like you're putting a puzzle together. Okay, now that one is done. Now we're going to do this one, and I'm pretty sure it goes right there. I am just trying to, there we go. All right, and now we put that one there. So see how easy it is? Let's do this one. Okay. And then this one's going to go here. All right, and we have one more to do, and it's right here. Now you've all have gotten super quiet, so I hope you're still with me. All right, just lifting up that last piece of adhesive. It's always harder when somebody's watching you do something. Okay. All right. Now there we go. All of our butterflies are now in there. And I'm going to lift up that Post-it tape. And that Post-it note tape just comes right off, okay? It does not mess up your paper at all, okay? It just comes right off. And then I am going to take this off just like this. All right? Now, I've got a few straggly pieces of paper. So I'm going to use this pickup square, and I'm just going to get rid of any cardstock that I might see that I don't want on here. All right, I can't wait to see who wins this tonight. You just need to be present in order to win this. This is quite a prize. All right, everybody got it? All right, I'm going to zoom back out. I just wanted you to see those little, sometimes the cardstock, you've just got little pieces of it. So I just wanted to get rid of all of that. Okay? All right. I know it's really not that hard. Okay. Now, this is what we're going to do. We're going to bring in the 8x8 piece. Okay? And I have some cardstock strips. They can be any color. They can be retired colors, all right? It does not matter. All right, here we go. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna put this here. I guess I want this side. I'm gonna put this right here. I am making a frame so that I know where to put the butterflies, okay? You'll get it in a second. You'll know what I'm doing in just a second. I'm gonna use a little paper clip to hold it in place. Then I'm going to take another frame, a guide, we'll call them a guide, and I'm going to put this. Now this paper is along the edge, all right? It's gotta be along the edge, so I'll show you. When you turn it over, that black strip is right along the edge of the shimmery white, okay? So this is what it needs to look like. Now we can also add another guide. These are 1 inch by 8 inches, and that measurement was provided today when I announced Facebook Live, okay? So this is really easy to do. You've got a 1 inch space all the way around. You can also use some adhesive, but sometimes that adhesive likes to stick to your paper. And so it's almost better if you can use some type of clip, okay? All right, so this is our guide, and this is going to fit right in here, okay? So I'm going to move this away, and I'm going to add some seal. Okay, so we're going to add the seal. Now this is strong enough, it's going to hold these butterflies, okay? No need to worry about that. And you're going to do it right along the edge, okay? All right, now I have adhesive on my fingers. We're going to bring this back in. Make sure we got it all here in the, and we're going to add this right here, okay? And I'm just going to kind of center mine that way. It fits within the frame, okay? Just like this. Thank you, Anita. I'm so glad. Now we're going to take these off. By the way, I love these little mini clips. We sold them a few years ago as embellishments, and they're amazing. All right, so there's another clip. Take that one off. And we'll take these two off. Okay, and now we have our framing done. Again, I'm going to take that square. I see some little pieces of paper, and I'm just going to lift them right up. Okay, so now your frame is done. All right, so it's pretty easy to do, and this is how we do our sampler. So if you've ever been in my sampler class, this is how we do it. If you've taken one of my classes online, a sampler class, this is how I demonstrate it. So pretty easy to do. Okay, now we're ready for butterflies. All right, and this is the fun part. We're gonna add these beautiful butterflies. And I noticed here that mine slipped a little bit. Maybe it's because I was looking sideways, but I think we're okay. All right, so here we go. I'm actually going to just bend that in half, okay? Just like that, right in the center. And then I am going to add a glue dot. I'm gonna add it right to the back of the butterfly, right where that crease is. All right, I'm gonna try and get closer for you. Alrighty. And now we are ready to add it right here. And then we can bend the wings, and there we have it, okay? All right. Here's our next one, and it goes right here. Let me scoot up for you. Again, I'm gonna bend it, and we're gonna add it to the back. Add those glue dots. Let's put one there. And we'll put one here. We might as well add a third one, right? Why not? Oh, Aunt Ethel, you could do this. Absolutely. All right, so here's this one. We're gonna lay right on top of that black one. We're gonna push. We wanna make sure that that glue dot is sticking really well. And then we can lift up, okay? Isn't that fun? All right, let's do another one. Let's do this little guy since we're down here at the bottom. Actually, you don't even have to bend it before you put on the glue dots. So let's do one where we don't bend it before glue dots. You could even put a score line down the center of the butterfly if you want. You don't have to, but you could if you're worried about bending the butterfly. You could use the score line. So now I'm gonna fold right here like that. And this little guy is gonna go right here. All right, and there we go. So this is honestly the fun part. This is the fun part of the whole thing. Let's add more glue dots. I guess you could use Tombow glue, but you would really have to wait for it to dry before bending the wings. So I don't know, you know, that you would want to do that. So, hi Laura, thanks for watching tonight. I'm seeing some new names tonight. That's awesome. All right, and this one's gonna go right here. Okay, and then let's go on, let's move this again. Just trying to keep it close for you all. All right. Yeah, so hang on to the end because we're gonna be giving away this butterfly tonight. I will ship it flat unless you are a local customer. And you do want to be present to win. I'm adding lots of glue dots here, as you can see. I want it to hold. All right. All right. I don't know where all the little papers come from. One last one to do. So I hope you like this project. I'm really glad that the butterflies are still in the book. They're gorgeous. And the dies do a lot of different things. So, all right. One more. Okay. Now we're going to add this one right here. All right. I know the 𝗕𝗀𝗵𝗵𝗀𝗀𝗀 is awesome. Now, when you get ready to frame it, you're going to want to be sure that your butterflies are sticking well, of course. And you want to also really squeeze those wings together, okay? Because once it goes in the frame, you won't be able to squeeze the wings together anymore. And you do want that 3D look, all right? You could probably even put some 𝗕𝗵𝗶𝗁𝗍 on these. Wouldn't that be fun? And I just thought of that. I'd never thought about that before. All right, so let's talk about the frame, all right? The frame is from Michaels. It is called an 8x8 shadow box, all right? You usually can buy 3 in a package, or maybe you have to buy 3 in a package, okay? This is what the back looks like, and it's very easy to pop in there. You definitely want a shadow box so that the butterflies can stand up inside. If you put it in a regular frame, it's going to smash the butterflies flat, okay? So Michaels, it's an 8x8. I think they come in other colors, but I like the black to go with the black ink. So anyway, ooh, I like your idea, Arlene. Arlene says, could you use black Stampin' dimensionals to mount the butterflies? Why not? I never even thought about dimensionals, but you could.